The National Housing Trust, NHT, was originally set up with a mission to make homeownership accessible to Jamaica's working class. But today, qualifying for an NHT loan can feel like a long and challenging process, especially for low-income earners who often struggle to meet the requirements. Let's break down how NHT loan qualification works and why some contributors end up with an advantage. To qualify for an NHT loan, you need to have made at least 52 weekly contributions, about a year's worth, with 13 of those contributions paid in the last 26 weeks before applying. For many lower-income earners, this requirement is already a hurdle, as steady employment isn't always guaranteed, especially in certain industries. This delay can make the journey to homeownership even longer for those who need the help most. When it comes to loan amounts, the NHT calculates eligibility based on your income. For example, if you earn $40,000 a week, your 2% contribution would be $800 per week, with an additional 3% from your employer. This makes it easier for you to qualify for a larger loan amount, since the NHT calculates both your contributions and your ability to repay based on your earnings. On the other hand, if you're earning $15,000 a week, you'd contribute $300 weekly, with an employer contribution of $450. While it's the same percentage, this amount often isn't enough to qualify for the same level of loan as higher-income earners. This system often means that professionals with steady, higher-paying jobs are first in line to benefit, while low-income contributors face limitations. Many feel this isn't in line with the NHT's original purpose of helping the working poor achieve home ownership. Instead, some argue for a system that considers the financial challenges of lower-income earners, potentially with more affordable loan rates, subsidies, or tailored loan options. Today, the NHT continues to take 2% from employees' gross income and 3% from their employers, but it's clear that the path to actually qualifying for a meaningful loan varies significantly depending on income level. As we look to the future, there's a growing call for adjustments that would make the NHT fairer and more accessible to all contributors, fulfilling the original promise of affordable housing for every Jamaican worker. When Michael Manley established the National Housing Trust, NHT, in 1976, his vision was to make housing more accessible, especially for low-income and working-class Jamaicans. The idea was that every worker would contribute a small percentage of their income to create a national pool of funds, which would then be used to finance affordable housing for all contributors, with a strong emphasis on those who needed it most.